Hello everyone, I'm Neha, your happiness coach, and welcome to another episode of Meaningful Mondays with Neha. In today's episode, we are going to discuss a current and a very concerning topic about power myopia in kids. So, I have a very special guest who's a specialist who knows the subject and who's been doing this work for years together now. So, having her views, having those ideas is going to really help all the parents out there, as I see this was one of the concerning topic and a lot of people wanted me to have a discussion over this. So let's have a look and let's find out more about this concerning issue, myopia. Hello everyone, welcome to a yet another episode of Meaningful Mondays with Neha. My guest today is Daksha Jain, who is an optometrist and eye specialist for kids, for adults, for everybody. And today's topic is going to be on myopia or power in kids. It's an increasingly concerning topic, so I thought it will be great to have her inputs and speak to a lot of parents out there who would want to know how we can prevent or control this issue. Hi Daksha, welcome to my show. So let's begin with this first very major firing question of, the reason, what's like the cause behind, this increasing power in kids. So all of you out there who just like me did not know that minus power is also called as myopia. So I was just wanting to ask her that what is the reason or the cause of this increasing myopia in kids today?
Okay, so let me begin this with a scientific fact. By the year 2050, our kids, approximately 48 to 50% of our kids would be myopic, which means 1 in every 2 children will be myopic.
Oh
so
God,
that's
okay.
something to really think about. And about the major causes of myopia, so we call this to be the Indocentric lifestyle, where the kids are too much into mobile usage, the
Right.
digital world, and
Right.
then you have too much of TV, and kids tend to go closer to the TV.
Right.
That is one of the cause, and because of the digital world, kids have also reduced their outdoor activities.
Right.
So
Very true, actually.
because of
Yeah.
decrease in outdoor activities, the sun exposure is also reduced. So
Reduced.
that is also one of the cause.
All right.
Apart from this, also too much intense near work, which is due to academic pressure from the school or from the parents.
Okay.
So too much of near work, excessive near work is also known to be a
So
cause
near
of-
work, like for our understanding, you mean like even if I'm like reading something too close or
Yes.
something, even that affects?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
too much. I mean to say too much
Okay.
of near work.
Right.
So we have few guidelines about which I'll tell you a little later.
Okay.
Apart from causes, I would also like to tell there are a lot of risk factors related to myopia.
All right.
One most important being the age. 5 to 6 year kids are prone to myopia.
All right.
Also, if one or both of the parents are myopic, the chances
Chances
of having
increase.
it is
Okay.
almost 11%.
Oh,
So
okay.
these are the major
So
things. which need-
genetical is like you're saying the
Yes,
higher percentage, and
definitely.
apart from that, of
Yeah.
course, all the reasons that you mentioned. All right. That was some piece of information, Daksha. So that brings me to my next question, which is like, until what age actually does this power increase? And is there like really anything that we can do to, decrease or, seize this power?
So, as we all know, as the body is growing, the eyeball also increases. So,
Okay.
myopia has a tendency to grow as the eyeball size increases.
All
So, when the eye growth ceases, that's when the power stabilizes, which is normally around the age of 20 to 22.
Oh.
That's the age where the eye growth stabilizes,
All right.
and as the myopia as well. But we have found cases of adult myopia as well. And when you're asking me this question about seizing myopia,
Yeah.
we cannot seize the
Okay.
occurrence of myopia. It's only controlling or
Control.
slowing down myopic increase. So there are ways about which again I'll tell you. There are environmental changes which you can make at home. We'll talk about it later. There are myopia control glasses available. There are contact lenses.
Oh.
Kids can wear contact lenses. Okay,
Oh, that's some piece
there
of
are-
information,
Yes,
right?
there are contact lenses available which control myopia, and also there are few eye drops which are known to control the growth of myopia.
All right. So going forward, Daksha, how has this myopia management become like the most talked about thing in like the medical fraternity today? Like, how do we like how does this entire thing being worked out?
So a community, the optometry and the ophthalmology community is basically really concerned about this. We call it as an epidemic because it's something to be worried about. if we do not focus on this, and suppose if you have a child who is got -5 or -7 power, myopic power, the risk of glaucoma, which is increase in eye pressure, is almost 3 times. The risk of cataract, as we all know, is almost 5 times.
Okay.
The risk of the retina being detached. The retina is the main place where all the images fall on the eye. The retina being detached is almost 20 times, and the risk of central vision loss, that is the central part of the eye, the vision loss in that area, is almost 40 times. So because of this, there can be a lot of visual impairment, and hence we are concerned because our future generation, the productivity level of our future generations may decrease. So this is definitely something to worry about.
That's actually quite interesting to know. I'm sure a lot of them, just like me, weren't aware of this. And but tell me one thing, just to cite as an example to the parents out there. Say for example, I like my son is 8 years, and his classmates, few of his classmates have glasses. Okay, and if say for example their power is say -2. Okay, so you're saying until the age of 22, this will keep increasing?
So again, there are ways to know whether there are different types of myopia. So we have different instruments so we do that separately. That's what comes under management. So we need to first find out whether it is that type of myopia, and if it is, yes, there are chances that it can -2 at the age of 8. And if you consider 1 diopter every year, so definitely it's going to be more than -7. So yes, what you're saying is right.
So tell me one thing, Daksha, is it like, laser treatment, what we talk about, like where we get it done and the power goes off kind of a concept. Is it like safe to do it? First of all, can we do it for kids? And if at all you can do it, what's the right age? And is it like safe? Can we like parents out there can actually think this off as an option?
Yeah, so laser treatment, or we call it as LASIK, is contraindicated for kids. Because the reason being, as I told you earlier, the eyeball size keeps increasing. So if the kids do laser treatment, the eye is still going to increase. So there can be power remaining.
Come back is what you're saying.
Yes. So the age at which we generally suggest is, as I told you, when the eyeball size stops and when the power stabilizes. Generally, we need to stabilize, or we suggest them LASIK only after the age of 22, and that too after knowing that their power has stabilized approximately for a gap of like 1 to 2 years. That's when we suggest them LASIK.
Okay, so that's the best time that you can do it. Okay. Wow, that's like really, plethora of knowledge for me right now, and I'm sure it is to all my viewers also out there. So that brings me to the final question, Daksha, which I'm sure all parents want to know, is like that one piece of advice or one piece of information that you would like to give so that the parents can do, like say, these things and control myopia, or then prevent itself in the first place.
Yeah. So yes, a very good question. So I would first talk about preventing myopia. Right. It's very important to do that, and you as parents can definitely do that. Most importantly, get your child outdoors. So here I would like to say that 1 hour of outdoor activity per day can can actually decrease the risk of myopia by 2%.
Wow.
Which is really something
quite
to think
a big
about.
percentage. Yes, yes.
Then make your children take frequent breaks. So we generally tell our patients the 20-20-20 rule, which is every 20 minutes look at something at a distance of 20 feet for 20 seconds.
Okay.
So this is how we frame it as 20-20-20 rule. And also make sure or inculcate the habit of making your kids hold their reading, like the mobile phone if they're using, and the reading material at an arm's distance. These are to prevent myopia. Okay. Apart from this, a good sleep, uninterrupted sleep of 9 hours is very important for a child. Decrease, or you can say lack of sleep is known to also be a risk of myopia.
Is it?
So, yes. So you should, or the children should have a good sleep. Apart from that, yes, if you see the visual behavior, any kind of abnormal visual behavior of your children, please go to your optometrist frequently. So there are a lot of ways you can find out. They will be squeezing their eyes, rubbing their eyes, or from the schools there can be complaints the child is not able to read
and write. Yeah, that's like the common thing.
So do not neglect these things, these behaviors of your kids. Apart from that, also it's very important to have a good good nutritious food. Food is equally important. You need to
Right.
have good amount of vitamins and omega-3 fatty acids included in your food.
Right.
Yeah, so these are the things I would say you should focus on. Also, if the child has a very small power also, when I say very small power, it's the minus power. Please do not make the child not wear it. They have to wear glasses even if it is
So
a
if they have power, it should not be taken lightly that
Yes.
it's okay, you can be without
not
glasses.
neglect.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
All right, Daksha, it was fun talking to you, and I'm sure I came to know so much about myopia and power and all these things today. My cousin happens to have glasses. She's really tiny, and you know that. Frankly, that's where the idea came up to me, and I wanted you to come because I see so many kids today having this issue. So it was very informative. Thank you so much for coming and enlightening me and all my viewers with so much of knowledge. I'm sure it's going to help a lot of us, and we, just as you said, if we can prevent it, nothing like it. But if not, at least you have also helped us with a lot of ideas on how we can control it. Thank you so much, Daksha. It was so sweet and so nice of you to be on my show. Thank you.
Neha.
I hope all of you have keenly watched the program and understood what are the plus and the minuses and what we should be doing and what we shouldn't be doing with our kids when it comes to power today. It is a concerning topic. The reason why I picked it up, as a few of them had suggested that we have a discussion on the same. I hope it has helped at least a few of you, and do let me know your comments, your suggestions and feedback in the comment section. How it worked, how it helped you. Until then, it's me, Neha, saying